Let's look at converting units of capacity. In our last lesson, we learned that what a milliliter, a liter, and a kiloliter would look like. And now I want to remind you that we are going to look at, firstly, how many milliliters in a liter. So there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter, and there's 1,000 liters in a kiloliter. And if you go and look at today's website that's been attached, you'll also see that there is other units of capacity that we're not working with in grade 6. These are the two important ones that you need to know. All right, so I can say if I have 1 liter, that's equal to 1,000 milliliters. Or I can say, how about saying, well, 2,000 milliliters will be equal to 2 liters. I can say that 1 kiloliter equals 1,000 liters. Or I could say, well, 5,000 liters will be 5 kiloliters. You get the idea. So to convert between milliliters, liters, and kiloliters, we need to keep in mind what we must do. So our milliliters need to be divided by 1,000 to get to liters, and our liters need to be divided by 1,000 to get to kiloliters. Let me do a few examples to explain what we're going to do. So if I have 3,25 liters, that puts me here, liters. I want this liters to be turned into milliliters, that puts me there. In other words, I'm moving to the left. So I need to times by 1,000 to change this number. Remember moving the comma. So when I times by 1,000, I'm going to move the comma 1, 2, 3 spaces here. So let's look, 1, 2, 3 spaces, putting the comma there. There's a gap that I jumped over. In other words, that'll be 3,250 milliliters. Let's look at 680 liters. 680 liters, that's again, let me just get rid of that. So I'm here at liters, and I want to go now to kiloliters. It's there. Okay, I'm moving to the right, so I want to divide by 1,000. So dividing by 1,000, but you're going to tell me 680 is then smaller than 1,000, so how can I divide? Well, very easily, you just pretend, remember there's a comma at the end, we just don't write it, and we're going to move it 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left, and we're going to say 0,68. That 0 at the end now actually becomes unnecessary, so you can put it there, you don't have to. So it's 0,68 kiloliters. Last one, if I'm at kiloliters and I want to go to milliliters, now I need to make 2 jumps, and I can do that, but you just have to work in steps. So firstly, I'm going to go to liters. To turn kiloliters into liters, I times by 1,000, and then I'd make my next jump, and I times by 1,000 again to get to milliliters. Now, timesing by 1,000 twice means you can count your zeros, and you can see that you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. That's the same as timesing by a million. In other words, your answer is simply going to be your 1 kiloliter, add 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 1,000,000 milliliters. That's why we have the kiloliters unit, because we would never want to speak about 1,000,000 milliliters. That's unpractical in measurement.